You see that here it is given in while loop, condition is true, there will be condition, and here will be code. Do while loop, here do while condition true and code will be executed. I already have shown you that. For this one is init counter, that means actually initialization. Then test counter, that means actually the condition. You can hear condition, increment or decrement. Okay, so increment or decrement, you can also write it. So initialization, you can also write that. Code to be executed for each iteration. Iteration means each time how many times the for loop will be run. That is actually one iteration, each iteration. So after for loop there is a for each loop. You already see that in the for each loop array and value and code to be executed. And here also it can be that key value. Okay, so this is one system, and another system is here without key. So I am going to write it. Okay, now after the for each there is a break statement. Break statement is used actually to jump out of the loop, right? Here is a break statement, you already have seen it. So break this one. And another important thing is continue. Continue statement, what it does, I will give you a practical example in order to understand, so that you can understand it easily. The continue statement actually breaks one iteration, on single iteration it will break if a specified condition occurs and continue with the next iteration of the loop. Actually we use like this. I am going to make it so continue is like this one. Okay, so continue, and for break we use the break like this, and for continue we use the continue. So let's work with the continue. What is actually the work of the continue? For example, I want to print something. For example, I equal to 1, I less than equal to y less than equal to 20. For example, I plus plus. So this loop will just print the value of I, so I, and each time it will give a line break br. Okay, so what it will do, it will first print I equal to 1, that means I print, then it will print 2, then it will print 3. In this way it will print the elements. So I am going to refresh. You see that 1 2 3 4 5 6, in this way it prints from 1 to 20, right? Now what I want that if it will only not show the value when I equal to 5, it will not be shown. For example, it will I am going to put all the values 1 to 10, for example 1 to 10, but I do not want to show the 5. It will show 1 2 3 4, then skip 5 and 6 7 8 9 10. So 5 will not be shown. If I want to do something that, so in the for loop it has been written, it has started to write the I 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3 in this way. Here I will give a checking. If I equal 5, then I will write the continue. That means if in any loop you write something based on which condition it will continue, that means it will not execute the rest codes in that current iteration. When I equal to 1, that means this iteration started. So here it comes, it see that I equal to 5. If I equal to 5, then continue will happen. But first time I equal to 1, right? So it will not, the program will not actually reach in the line number 58. Here it will not come because it is false, because first time I equal to 1, right? So it will go to next line, that means 61, 62, these two lines will be executed. So when I equal to 1, then it will print 1. So this is iteration 1. In the second iteration, when I will be 2, then it will come here and it will check that I equal to 2. I equal to 2 means it will actually do what? It will actually just check it again. It will see that I equal 5, but 2 is not equal to 5, right? So 58, this line number will not execute, and it will just skip this iteration like previous, and it will come to the 61 number line, and 62, and if there are many other lines, it will just simply execute all the lines, right? So here in the 61 line, it will see that I tell him to print the value of I, so it will simply print the value of I equal to 2. So when I equal to 2, it will just print 2. I equal to 1, it will just print 1, in this way, right? So in this way, when I equal to 5, for example, I equal to 2, 3, 4, these are printed. Then it comes when in the iteration I equal to 5, then it will come here and it will check if I equal to 5. That means now it is true. So it will enter into this block, and so 58 number line, it will see that I tell him that to continue. Continue means in the current iteration, what is written here, it will not check. That means from here it will jump to next iteration. So when you will see something in a loop that is continue, then just skip the quotes after that and continue or jump to the next iteration. That means from here it will just jump back to for loop again, and I equal to then will be 6. So these things will not be printed, so 5 will not be printed. Now if I run it, you will see that 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this way, what you can do, you can work with the continue. But instead of continue, if I give break, what will happen? Break means I will just jump out of the loop. So loop ends. Break means loop ends. So when I equal to 1, it will be printed, 2 printed, 3 printed, 4 printed. When I equal to 5, then it will just break up the loop. So only the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So refresh it, you will see that output is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the definition, or this is the difference between break and loop. I hope you have understood. Now I am going to show you something. For example, a practical example I will give. I will print for example the odd numbers or even numbers. So what I will do, I will print the even numbers 1 to 10. I equal to 1, I equal to less than equal to 10, I plus plus. So from 1 to 10, I will print only the even numbers. That means the numbers, what are the even numbers? 1 to 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are actually the even numbers, right? That are divisible by 2. So what I am going to do here, which is divisible by 2, that means here I am going to check if when I equal to 1, it will come to the if loop and it will check that I modulus 2 equal 0. If I modulus 2 equal 0, then what will happen? That means a number, if I divide it by 2 and then there is no fraction there, then it is actually be the number, even number. So here I am going to do that. I modulus 2, if equal 0, then it is even number. So only that time I will print the value of I. So okay, so echo. Next I am going to give a line break. Sorry, next time I am going to give here line break. Okay, so only even numbers will be shown. I am going to refresh. You see that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If I want to show the even numbers from 1 to 100, here not line break, here I am going to do, I am going to give a space between each one. So if I want to get the even number up to 100, so it is very easy. Refresh 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in this way up to 100. These are the even numbers. So this is the even numbers, and if you want, you can also show the odd numbers. If I modulus 2 not equal to 0, that means it is actually the odd numbers. Refresh, you see that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. In this way up to 100 I give the odd numbers. So here even or odd numbers. So this is a very good example, and I hope you have understood the very basic of the loops. In next tutorial I will discuss about the nested loops.